So what is RNG? What does it all mean? RNG, or RNGesus, actually controls quite a lot of things in World of Tanks. RNG currently affects three things in World of Tanks: accuracy, gun penetration, and damage. So how does it influence these things, right? Currently, RNG is set to a figure of 25%. That means that accuracy, shell penetration, and damage can both roll 25% higher and lower than their average numbers. Let's take a look at an example for each. Meet Bob. Bob likes to drive his M4 Sherman. Unfortunately, Bob gets often frustrated whenever his rounds simply miss, don't penetrate, or roll for really low damage. Let's help Bob better understand why this happens. You see, in order to actually help Bob understand RNG, we have to look at averages. Now, I'm not going to try and turn this into your Maz class, but averages are important, especially concerning RNG. You see, the average figures for Bob's M4 Sherman are 128mm of average penetration, 115 average damage, and 0.43 accuracy at 100 meters. Let's take a look at what these actually turn into when we take RNG into consideration. As you can now see, once we actually take RNG into consideration on the averages, you can actually see how much RNG actually affects the average figures of Bob's 76mm gun. You see, with the penetration concern, you can actually roll as low as 86mm of penetration and as high as 160. See the same for damage. You can actually roll as low as 86 damage and as high as 144. Whenever we look at accuracy, we have to take a number of things into consideration, such as range, because there's a number of variables that can seriously affect accuracy at range. One of these is the fact that penetration is actually lost over range, and so that is also a consideration of variable. But for today, we'll just look at 100 meters. You see, the accuracy can. Whenever we talk about accuracy, we're talking about dispersion inside the aim circle. So that means from the center point, how much dispersion can there be? It is 25%, so that means your accuracy can be as good as 0.32 at 100 meters and as high as 0.53, which is what causes you to miss sometimes. This is why RNG is important in World of Tanks, because it can seriously affect the outcome and the overall effect of your tank's gun, and that's why often people get frustrated and they don't just simply understand. This is how you miss. This is how you do not penetrate shells. I hope this has really helped you to understand RNG, because RNG is definitely a frustration mechanic, but it's also a good mechanic because it can work for and against you, as you can see from the damage and penetration figures. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This video will probably be a part of a series, and hopefully you enjoy it. I don't mind feedback down below, and I have done a lot of research into this just to make sure that it is accurate as it can be and just to help people out. Thank you for watching, guys.